We often live our lives in a waiting room. We tell ourselves, I will be a light in this world. But first, I must find a son to give. We wait until we have a high bank balance to be generous. We wait until our own hearts are perfectly healed before we try to be kind. We think that to give, we must first be full. But have you noticed? That day rarely comes. We spend our lives looking at the calendar, waiting for a version of ourselves that is finally enough. We treat our spirit like a bank account, waiting for a surplus before we write a check of love. But the soul does not work like a bank. The soul works like a fire. A fire doesn't wait for more wood to start glowing. It glows to turn the wood into warmth. Take a breath. Ask yourself, what am I waiting for? You are not a project to be finished. You are a gift to be shared, exactly as you are right now. Think back to the story of the widow and her 2 small coins. Imagine the scene. The temple was loud. Wealthy men walked up with heavy bags of gold. They wanted people to hear the clink of their coins. They gave from their excess, the parts they didn't really need. Then the silence fell. A woman with nothing but 2 tiny copper pieces walked forward. In the eyes of the world, she gave almost nothing. You couldn't even buy a loaf of bread with what she offered. But Jesus saw it differently. Why? Because she didn't give from her excess, she gave from her essence. She lacked gold, but she was wealthy in faith. She gave her total trust. When you give from your little, you are telling the universe that you trust the source of all life to replenish you. That is not just a gift, that is a movement of the soul. You might say, but I truly have nothing today. No money, no energy, no strength. Even then, you are never bankrupt. You carry 3 hidden treasures: bridges, presence, and words. First, the bridge. If you don't have bread, perhaps you have a connection. You might know someone who can help, or you have the influence to open a door. When you advocate for another, you are giving them your wealth. You are the bridge that carries them over their trouble. Second, the gift of presence. We live in a world that is starving for attention. To sit with someone in their darkest hour, not to fix them, not to preach to them, but simply to stay, is to give them a sanctuary. When you give someone your quiet peace, you are giving them a piece of the divine. Third, the word. A word of encouragement is like oxygen to a drowning soul. A simple "I believe in you" can be the wind beneath someone's wings for years to come. Your kindness costs you nothing, but it can buy someone another day of hope. There is a secret to impact. It is realizing that you are not a reservoir, but a channel. A reservoir tries to hold everything in. It builds walls. But water that stays still for too long becomes stagnant. A channel, however, lets the water flow through. It stays fresh and clear because it is constantly giving away what it receives. When you give the little you have, a smile, a prayer, a moment of patience, it undergoes a spiritual multiplication. Just like the loaves and the fishes, a small gift wrapped in great love becomes enough to feed a multitude. You don't need a full cup to give a thirsty person a drink. You just need to be willing to pour. As you listen to this, look at your hands. They may feel empty. Look at your heart. It may be bruised. But do not be afraid to give from that little. Your recommendation might be the breakthrough someone has been crying for. Your prayer might be the invisible hand that holds them up. You can only give what you have, so look deeper inside. Even in your emptiness, you are carrying treasures. The more you allow the love of the Creator to flow through you, the more you will find your own soul being filled. Give cheerfully. Give bravely. Give from whatever place you are in today. Because when you give from the heart, you are never just giving a thing, you are giving a piece of the divine. And that, my friend, is a wealth that never runs out.